And I'm going to log in. Okay, so what I'm looking at here, if everybody can see, is I'm looking at what we call a cockpit. A cockpit has many different areas. A lot of people are used to a menu-driven system. What we want to do is the user experience internally and externally has to be flow very nicely. So in this case, I have work areas. I've created a work area here for my sales process. So I built it so it has quotes, sales orders, and deliveries, and goes through my business flow. I could also have another one over here for finance, so my financial area. I also, on my work area here, I have some of the KPIs that I want to know. So I want to know how my revenue is doing. That's always been an important factor to me to see, am I moving up or down in my revenue? So in this case, for the month, my goal was to have $1 million. I'm over $1 million. You can set that to whatever you want. And you can see that. That's a nice, easy thing. On the right-hand side, though, I had another KPI that was important to me, is I wanted to have new customers. And you can see here that I'm actually below where I'm anticipating. My goal was 10, and I only have 7, so it's in a red lever. So it's very visual, very easy to see. The other thing you're going to find is we want to be able to make it so each user has their own experience. So it's very simple to make these things change. I just hit my pencil. What this does, it gives me the ability to move things around. So I can just take information and say, oh, I would like this moved somewhere else, and you can see here you can make it bigger or smaller. I'm going to make it smaller. I click on my minus, it makes it smaller, and I can make it larger. The other thing I can do is I pre-built a bunch of different what we call widgets into our area here. And so these are what we call my widget gallery. And I can sort that like we talked about. So we have workbench. So let's say I'm an inventory manager. I want to have my standard inventory screen. I can click on workbench here, and I've got some of the processes I've got. So right now we're looking at finance that we have on our screen, and we have sales process. I'm in inventory, so I want to click on my inventory one, and I want to take off finance. Then what I do is when I go back to my main screen here, you'll now see that I have, here's my inventory, and I can just drag and I can move it back up to the top where I had my finance. Whoops. Move my other screens around here. And I can build it. I can build it the way that I feel that's going to work best for me. Then I can hit my tick mark and go back to my screen. I can pick more KPIs. And if I'm happy with this, I now have my screen layout the way I want. The other nice thing about this is these are not